The following program is intended for mature audiences.
A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy. I'm Tank Spencer. Jeremy Greene is alongside, and it's week 5 of the NFL season, and we got a lot to talk about with the Washington football team, the team that we all had so many high hopes for this year, and it just hasn't come to fruition. I mean, this is one of the worst defenses in the NFL.
Which is staggering
It's
to me.
dumbfounding.
They have so much talent.
Right. How did we get here? This is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful wife. I don't know how this happened.
I don't know what the hell that meant.
This is Talking Heads. You're not a fan?
I thought we were the talking heads.
David Byrne, man, the rock band. You no clue?
Rock band like that game you plug into your
No,
PS4.
stop it. Stop. Actually, that was the song.
Don't
on
Fear
Rock
the
Band.
Reaper. That's my favorite.
That was the song
Real
on
good
Rock Band, though. Anyway, the Washington football team, they are not good. The offense is weird. I mean, Antonio Gibson and J.D. McKissick and Terry McLaurin, that's the best things that you have. Taylor Heinicke he's been on a string of 3 games where he's put up numbers at least. But is he good?
I don't think Taylor Heinicke's the problem.
Okay.
I
Do
don't.
you think
He
he's
hasn't been
good,
good.
though?
I mean, define good.
Okay, is he a good starting NFL quarterback?
Oh, God, no.
No.
Oh, God, no.
He's a good XFL player.
He would be the best quarterback at most prisons, some minor league football teams. But, I can't give him much more than that.
Right. What is the problem, though? I mean, the defensive front can't get after the quarterback, which is strange, seeing as how you have, 6 first-round draft picks in that front 7?
It's a lot. They have 4 on the D-line.
Uh-huh.
And
Jamin Davis.
That's 5.
Yeah. You got a lot. You got a lot of talent there. A lot of high-priced talent, or at least as
I
far as
can't believe
capital
Chase
goes.
Young still doesn't have a sack.
Yeah. I thought last week was going to be the week going up against that god-awful Atlanta Falcons offensive line, and not only did he not get a sack last week, but they didn't win the game, which I lost some money on that one.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Anyway, 34-30 was the final score. What's the solution here? What would you do?
Well, no, they won the game. They just didn't cover.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you've been around me too long.
Sorry.
It doesn't matter whether you win or lose, only whether you cover the spread.
Right. They did win the game. Excuse me. They did win the game.
What's the solution? You're going to know after the next 4 weeks.
What the solution is?
Because I don't know. I don't know what the solution is. I feel like you have to run more.
Okay.
But Taylor Heinicke's been fine. I don't know. I just look at this team and go, the sum of all parts is not equal here. Mm-hmm. And I don't get it. The only thing that I keep pointing at is, do you remember in the offseason when they drafted Jamin Davis and I said, no, sir, I don't like it.
Yep.
Do you see now why I said that?
Yeah.
Because he is raw as hell. Mm-hmm. And I just don't think he's all that good. I think he's very athletic.
Right.
But now you've got this rookie that's the play caller, and everything looks disjointed, and those two things may not have one damn thing to do with each other. But they might.
Yeah. And the secondary is awful. I mean, Kendall Fuller has been
picked on.
Right.
I mean, just
God-awful.
abused. Which is weird to say, because I liked that pickup for them. Mm-hmm. But just none of it seems to be working. Jack Del Rio looks as confused as we do.
Yeah.
People are talking about him taking the USC job. Stop that. They don't want Jack Del Rio. No. We've been here, done that, got the t-shirt.
Has he ever been a college coach?
No.
I don't think so.
But he played at USC. So, of course, we have to talk about him.
Right.
Because that's what we do.
Right, because he's an alum. I don't know what the answers are on the field. I I talked in the preseason of how much I was in love with this team and thought that they could be a double-digit win team, and the defense.
And if you
was
remember, I was trying to throw the brakes
did.
on you.
You did. You tried to tell me that I'm overvaluing them. That yes, the defense is great, but it's not. But that they were going to struggle with the quarterback.
I thought the defense
position.
was great.
Yeah.
What I was afraid of was that they weren't going to be able to score points. Well, that hasn't really served to be a problem. I mean, minus Buffalo, and everybody seems to have that problem.
True.
That's kind of like erectile dysfunction at a nursing home. Well, we all have that problem. This is not new, not just you.
Right.
But they just, what does this team do really well? The answer's nothing. I mean, they
Throw to
passed,
running backs.
in my opinion, they
throw
passed
to
too
running
much.
backs well.
Yeah. In my opinion, they pass too much. They're 2-to-1 passing to they have one of the highest pass rates in the NFL, which is stupid to me.
Well, it's because you've got all these you've got all these weapons. We'll not run the ball as much, but we will throw the ball. We'll dump the ball off to J.D. McKissick, and we'll send Antonio Gibson on a wheel route or something to that effect. I was hoping that Curtis Samuel coming in was gonna add another fold to it, but now he's hurt again.
He lives hurt.
Yeah.
That's not new.
I know.
We did cover him for a slew of years.
I understand that.
Do you remember how
Slew
many
of
times we
years.
said?
He's only been in the NFL for like 3 years, hasn't he?
No, this is his 5th year.
Oh, 5th year. Okay.
Yeah, he was non-existent for the first 2, so I understand why you didn't. I get why you didn't remember that.
Right.
All right, let me ask you this: they play the Saints this week. It's in Washington.
Yeah.
What do you think's going to happen?
I think they are going to get tortured by Alvin Kamara. That's what I think's going to happen. I can't trust the New Orleans Saints to stretch the ball down the field, but I can trust them to use Alvin Kamara to continue to throw Taysom Hill in those little, specialty packages and get short yardage with him. But I think it's going to be the death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Well, you took Washington, right?
I know, because I still have hope. I still have hope that they're going to turn this around because, as I say, it's inexplicable why they are so bad defensively. At some point, you think that light switch is going to turn on.
Yeah, I'm the only one of us that when we were picking games took New Orleans. You know why? Because this is an odd-numbered week, which means you get to play the good Saints.
Right.
We should play them next week. I'd have taken you next week. I don't really mean that, but I kind of do.
How do you think this unfolds? Exactly as I said it.
I don't think that undisciplined defense can stop Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite plays on DraftKings this week. And I think they're going to unleash Jameis Winston a little bit because that secondary's not good. So I think you turn Jameis loose a little bit. I could see one of those random-ass wide receivers like Kenny Stills having a game, hitting 2 big, deep bombs. And I think New Orleans wins.
Yeah. They're just an enigma. They're a mystery wrapped inside of enigma.
I don't get it. This is one of the most confusing teams in the league to me because you're good at things I didn't think you'd be good at, and you're not good at things I was sure you were good at. So I don't know what to do with this team, but I do think they lose this week, and this is gut check time for them because you got New Orleans, Kansas City, and then you're at Green Bay and at Denver before the bye week. I mean, you could be sitting at 2-6.
And then how do they open up the second half of their season?
At Tampa Bay.
Exactly.
Tampa Bay, at Carolina, Seattle, Las Vegas. Good.
Yeah.
Hell.
Yeah.
I didn't even look after the bye week. Shit, I was trying not to look forward. My God.
This week's the week. This week's the week to get a win.
The NFL did you no favors, and for that, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hail to the football team.
Hopefully we will have a more upbeat report next week, and maybe some things will get figured out. Maybe Chase Young will get after the quarterback this week, and we'll get to see him dry hump Jameis Winston like the Carolina Panthers did a few weeks back.
Chase Young, anytime sacker. If you can get that in your sports book, I like it a lot this week.
I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene, and we will be back with your recap of this week's game with the Washington football team. Coming up next week, team-by-team content right here in the Sportsocracy all season long. Hit that subscribe button, and, of course, join us every morning live now that we've got our internet
live
fixed.
now again.
Yeah, at 10 a.m. here in the Wicked Weed studio. We'll see you next time.